We're live. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Today, I'm wearing my cross earrings with my astrology shirt to just glory in the truth that Jesus was into astrology. Mm, I just love that. I just love that. Let's have a deep breath. Preparing ourselves for day 312 of A Course in Miracles. Breathing, breathing. Please know that if you're in Clubhouse, the room says 311. It is 312. My mistake. That's my error. Apologies. Breathe. Breathe. Deep breath. Let go. Now, scan your body and breathe into any pockets, tightness, stiffness, stuckness, stagnant energy. Breathe and dispel it. Allow the energy currents to run freely and fully through the entire being and beyond. We are energetic beings. Lesson 312. I see all things as I would have them be. Perception follows judgment. Perception follows judgment. Having judged, we therefore see what we would look upon. White people don't like Black people. That's a judgment, and then that is what we will see. I don't have enough money. That is a judgment. And when you look in your bank accounts, that is what you will see. I'm unloved, I'm unlovable. That's an unconscious judgment that you will see in relationships that reflect to you this judgment. No one listens to me. That is a judgment that you will see in your world with no video views or low video views, or feeling unheard, or feeling like people are not listening to you, or that people don't get you. I don't matter. That's a judgment. And it will appear in your world as people who don't seem to respect you, people who don't seem to honor you, mirroring to you the perception. First, we make a judgment and then we have a perception. It's not the other way around. We haven't gone around the world and examined the world and made a judgment about it, though that's what the tricky egoic mind would have us believe. It would have us believe that first we see it in the world and then we say, oh no, that shouldn't be. We think it's the reverse. We think that it's perception and then judgment. I'm seeing it and then I judge it one way or the other. See, these people treated me mean. That means they're bad. We think that first we see it, then we judge it, when it is the exact reverse. First we judge it in our minds, then we see it. In the very beginning course lessons, the course reminds us that you are making up your seeing from the mind. We are making up. I am making up. You are making up. We are making up our seeing from inside the mind. For sight can merely serve to offer us what we would have. The only thing we can see is what we want to see. When I learned this, I let go of the whole black-white thing. It's stupidity. Because how black is black and how white is white. It's nonsense. The whole Black Lives BLM, I'm not on board. I'm not down with the smoke, as my daughter would say. It's not for me. Now, for everyone that it is for, go for it. You see, there is a higher truth and a deeper truth. The higher truth and the deeper truth are the same, that we are all one. And that we are not here to fight over what kind of meat suit your soul chose. There's a higher truth. Go up the ladder. There's a higher truth than the whole trans conversation. I don't involve myself in conversations where there's a higher truth. Just go to the higher truth and stand there and stand unapologetically for the higher truth, the truer truth. Well, you can't have a truer truth. Either it's true or it's not true. Stand for the truth. And that's how humanity brings themselves to the truth. We have a hot debate going on in this country. Just to give you one example of judgment and then perception. In the hot debate, and I say this hot debate is going on in this country because it's not going on anywhere else other than America. This trans debate is not going on anywhere. This is not a global phenomenon. This is strictly an American phenomenon, which was interesting because if it was something that were real, you would expect that it would affect all people equally and globally. It is not. So the other day I was in a cafe eating my breakfast, and I even hesitate to say this only because it connects with the lesson. And I'm a bold truth teller. The other day I was sitting in a restaurant, a cafe in Miami a couple of weeks ago before I came back here to Mexico. And there was a couple, a lady and a man. I don't know how they were connected. There was an empty table next to me, and then they were at the next table. And I could hear this lady speaking, and this lady had an accent. I believe it was a French accent. That she was from somewhere in Europe. I could place that it was a European accent. I wasn't quite sure. I think it was French or something like that. Anyway, she said, yeah, because I found a school that's not talking about all this. And my ears went, because after they asked my granddaughter, Embry, was she a girl or a boy at one of the schools that my daughter had taken them to when she went to Philly, when they moved to Philly. And Embry was highly indignant and insulted. I'm a girl. And came home and told her mother, do you know what they asked me in school today? You know, she was highly indignant and insulted. Like, Embry is super girly girl. Like my daughter, literally, her birthday was the other day. My daughter literally bought a 5 foot dollhouse for her. The dollhouse is bigger than Embry. Like she has all the sparkles, all the glitters, all the fairy wings, the tutus, the whole nine. She came out with sparkles on. Okay, so I heard this couple speaking, and the lady said, "Yeah, I found a school, and it's a little bit of a drive. They don't talk about any of those things." And my ear perked up. She said, "They don't introduce that to kids." And my ear perked up some more. So she was paying for a private school. And in the conversation, she was saying that she doesn't mind driving a little bit out of her way to take her kid to that school because they're not going to talk about all this stuff. I thought school was there to give you reading, writing, and arithmetic. They used to call it the 3 R's. Teach my kid to read, teach my kid to write, teach my kid arithmetic. Reading, writing, arithmetic. I thought that's what school was for. Not to give you morals, not to give you values, not to bend your thinking to the state, but they're all state sponsored indoctrination camps. That's what school is nowadays. Unless you pick and choose, we took my daughter to Montessori the entire time. Well, Montessori, and then we took her to a Catholic school, and they certainly weren't going to be talking about anything like that. And then we got into a conversation, and she said something very fascinating. She said, "You know, this whole 'are you a girl, are you a boy' thing that they're asking kids in school now. I mean, what is that?" She said, "Only in America." And I said, "Really?" She said, "Oh yeah, it's not happening in Europe." Well, of course, there's gay people. We've always had gay people. That I don't have any issue with anybody who's gay or anybody who's choosing anything. That's not the issue. The issue is now we got to blanket all of society with this debate. I promise you, just like global warming, just like the C word from 2020 and 2021 that I shall not even form my lips to say, just like the snake bite, which looks like something you put in a needle and stick it into you, all of these things, they're fucking distractions. All of them. Not one of them is true. Not one. Breathe. Go beyond it all. Go beyond penises and vaginas. Go beyond. Go beyond. And she shared that no, this is only happening in America. It's not happening in Europe. Nobody's fighting over no kids. Nobody's telling your kids, pick one. Are you a boy or a girl today? I don't know. Sometimes I like playing with dolls. Maybe we need to get you changed. Mm, come on, people. Come on. Don't participate in madness. It's madness. Go higher. And don't even get into conversation because either way that you get in the conversation, you're going to have enemies. Well, don't involve yourself in a conversation that's beneath you. Go above. You are witches, wizards, warlocks, magical beings. You are spiritual beings. You are here, you incredible spiritual lights on the planet. You are here to hold it high for all of humanity. Now, what does that conversation have to do with this conversation? Here it is. It is impossible to overlook what we would see and fail to see what we have chosen to behold. We in America have made a collective choice to distract ourselves from the real issues of enlightenment, ascension, doing the great work of transmuting yourself energetically from the lower nature to the higher nature. That's the only thing we all came here to do. And that is the great work. And that is the hardest thing. So we come up with a myriad of distractions to not do the great work when it's the only thing that matters. It's impossible that you not see what you really want to see. If you say Black people don't like white people and white people don't like black people. If you say that, just for example, one of the many things going on in America. Now, by the way, this is not going on all over the world in the way that it's going on in America. So if you think that this is normal, that's because you drank too much of the Kool-Aid in America and you need to leave and maybe stay gone for a while or maybe hang out with other people where they're not having this conversation in Mexico. They're not asking kids, which one are you? Pick one. They're not asking every kid that question. And they're not asking every kid that question in America either. It's a different conversation. Come home to the energy conversation. The energy conversation is a love conversation. How surely, therefore, must the real world come to greet the holy sight of anyone who takes the Holy Spirit's purpose as his goal for seeing? Above all else, I want to see. Do you remember we said that? We said that throughout the day. Above all else, I want to see. We said it in the earlier lessons. What lesson is this? Let's go to it. We have a search function. Above all else, I want to see. Search. What lesson is this? Here it is, lesson 27. Above all else, I want to see. That doesn't mean I want to see what I think. I want to really see. I don't want to see what I think, even though I can't really change the mechanism of the universe that I have to see what I'm thinking. I want to close my eyes and ask Source, is there something beyond what I want to see? And then what was the next lesson? Above all else, I want to see things differently. Above all else, we get to change our seeing. And he cannot fail to look upon what Christ would have him see and share Christ's love for what he looks upon. Coach Michelle, I think you have a hot mic. And he cannot fail to look upon what Christ would have him see and share Christ's love for what he looks upon. Coach Michelle, I think you have a hot mic. Okay. Coach Michelle may be away from her mic, away from her, not able to speak, so I will call her up. Hold on. Oh, okay. Hold on. Okay, Coach Michelle, your mic came unmuted. That's all. Okay, very good. Thank you for. All right, you're good. You're good. And he cannot fail to look upon what Christ would have him see and share Christ's love for what he looks upon. Christ. We can't fail to look upon what Christ would have us see, not what my lower egoic mind would have me see. Here is the prayer. I have no purpose for today except to look upon a liberated world. I don't have any other purpose today. There's no goal today other than this, but to look upon a liberated world. Set free from all the judgments I have made. Set free from all the judgments I have made. Father, this is your will for me today, and therefore it must be my goal as well that we don't want to carry judgments around and that our judgments are creating our seeing, not the other way around. We make a judgment and then that's what shows up in front of us. We make a judgment and then that's what appears. We make a judgment and then that's what we create. It is indeed profound. if we really reflect on this and understand the implications of it, and then we will judge not. And then dropping our judgments. This should be like that should be like this. These people should do that. Those people shouldn't do that. Those people shouldn't do that. I shouldn't do that. They shouldn't do that. I shouldn't have said that. Drop it all. Wipe the slate clean. Let it all go. Clear yourself. Drop all the judgments and simply behold a liberated world. A world liberated from all our thoughts. And then we can see the real world. A Course in Miracles lesson 312. I see all things as I would have them be. That we're seeing them as we would have them be. Oh, did we get lost on Clubhouse? Oh my God. Good gravy. Oh, family. Apologies, family. You see, I'm crazy. That's why we do this on 4 platforms every morning, because I'm going to get one of them right. Jesus. Thank you, family. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Family, I want to leave us with this. Look in your mind and maybe dump out on paper all the judgments you may have on yourself. They're only judgments on yourself, reflected as judgments on other people. Write down all the judgments that you may think that you have. Judgments on other people, judgments on Black people, white people, Chinese people, judgments on this country, that country, judgments on yourself, judgments on your children. They should do this, they shouldn't do this. Judgments on your boo. Your boo should do this, your boo shouldn't do this. Judgments on your parents, judgments on mama. There's a lot of mama drama, papa drama. Just write them all down. You're getting them out. Judge everything that you think should be that's different from how we think it should be. Write them all out and then look at them. Dump them all out. And then look at them, take the paper, burn it in a ritual, or rip it up into a million pieces, flush it down the toilet, or bury it in the ground. And do a ritual around releasing yourself, ridding yourself, clearing yourself of judgments. Just write them all down on a piece of paper. And if you write in an automatic fashion and you're writing to simply stream of consciousness, some of the things that will come out on the paper, because this method or this ritual uncovers unconscious beliefs that we don't know are there, you excise all of that, you get it out. It's like soul surgery. And you look on the paper, you will be shocked at some of the things that come out of your own consciousness. We have heaps of judgments. Get rid of them. Love cannot judge. Therefore, we let it all go. We let it all go. Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom. Let it be, let it be. Let it be, let it be. Let it be, oh, let it be. Do you remember those words? Do you remember those words? Let it be. No judgments, no anger, no getting up in arms, no againstness, going against what is, no fighting. Let it be. And be in the peace. From a peaceful place, you will know what to do, what to say. Let it be. You are loved. I'm Reverend Valerie Love. I pray you join us in Sedona in December, ChristianWitches.com, Mexico in December, ValerieLove.com, and March March, 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 March in Dubai, the summer in Greece and Italy, and the fall in Egypt and Zanzibar. I pray you join us. You are loved. God, peace. Guys, out.